No, this is not a Zealanders in background. I am still on holiday and will be for a couple weeks. But we gotta talk about Morocco because they just got third place at the Olympics. Now, you can say what you want about the Olympics and the importance of it when it comes to football, considering it's the under 23s. But they just won 6-0 over Egypt. 6-0. Now, Egypt were missing a couple players. Obviously, Zizou came off injured. A lot of factors went into it. Morocco were stunning, and they've been stunning throughout this Olympics to what they did against Argentina, although the latest VAR call we will ever see, the game against Spain, was very, very tight. They could have easily won it, but they didn't. I'm just so impressed by the work they have done over the past decade. They have a project. We've seen so many national teams and so many leagues and everywhere around the world where they say they got a project going, and they don't fall through on it. Morocco clearly have fallen through and executed everything perfectly when it comes to their project. The best thing for this nation and this footballing nation was the Mohammed VI Football Academy. When that was developed, that is a clear indication that, oh, we want to take football seriously. We want to develop youth players and build them into superstars and stars that will be developed into the national team. Well, clearly we're seeing with the youth teams over and over again right now is they are working perfectly. And it's not just because of the Mohammed VI Football Academy. It's because when they get these dual nationals, now if you look at most of the Moroccan national team for this Olympics, most of them are born in Europe. But it's a fantastic thing to what John Obi Mikel said a couple weeks ago, where he was talking about African footballers joining national teams when they're 25, 26, when they can't join the Netherlands, a Belgium, a England, a France. Morocco are clearly indicating these dual nationals and saying, you want to join us? Join us now. If you don't, you're not going to play for us. Brahim Diaz to Ben Seguir to whatever players, Akomach, Ezuli, all these players. But I think that's a great thing. You want to represent Dima Maghreb? You have to do it now, because that will develop then the sort of national identity, that you have a pride playing for the national team of Morocco. And Morocco have done that stupendously. Another thing is, Soufiane Rahimi is an absolute baller. If I ever see Air Naziri, we don't want that airlines. No. We want Soufiane Rahimi. 8 goals. 8 goals. Do you know how many goals Morocco scored before this Olympics, altogether in Olympics performances? 92, they scored 2 goals. 2000, 1 goal. 2004, 3 goals. 2012, 2 goals. That is 8 goals. Soufiane Rahimi did that in one tournament. One. This guy is unreal. He has to be the starting striker. It's either him or El Kabi from Olympiacos. It's one of those two guys. Because Rahimi, link-up play, goal scoring. He can get you any sort of goal you want. In the air, on the counter-attack, penalties. Hakimi can never take a penalty again. Hakimi, just take free kicks. You're damn good at it. Don't take a penalty again for Morocco. It just shows you the amount of talent that this nation has. And it's only going to get better. And it's only going to get better. Obviously, was the last AFCON a major disappointment? Of course. They went out of the round of 16. Hakimi missed that penalty against South Africa. They went out of round 16. When they're hosting the next AFCON, anything short of not winning it is a utter disgrace. They must win that AFCON. And that is a good expectation. There shouldn't be like, oh, cool, we're hosting it. We'll maybe get to semifinals. No. Now, Morocco clearly are the best team in all departments. U23, even the women's team is doing well. Did you see what they did in the Women's World Cup? Everything is working perfectly within the federation. And this is a indication that a lot of African nations should take note of. Look at how Morocco developed their nation when it comes to footballing and academies, and take note. Take note. And also, if you got dual nationals, call them up at 18. Call them up at 19. You want to play for U21s? Do so. You have to build camaraderie. You can't just say, all right, here comes another guy, and another guy every single window. Oh, he's born in London. Oh, he's born in Berlin. Oh, he's born in Bologna or something. You have to develop a identity. Morocco have done that ever so well. And this U23 team, there's some of the goals they scored in this turn. Ezuli, who I don't rate whatsoever. Yeah, he's a great dribbler. The finishing product wasn't there throughout his career. Obviously, he's still young and he can still develop into a good player. This tournament, hands up. Ezuli has been unreal. And same with this other guy. I have not seen much of this Akomach, who plays for Villarreal. Bro, this guy's a baller. He should be starting for the national team. Him or Ziyech? Right now, I'm taking Akomach over Ziyech because, Ziyech is in the twilight of his career. But overall, you can just see that the amount of talent in every department. Maybe left back could be improved on, but the center backs, even Nakacha, I think he comes from the Mohammed VI Footballing Academy. There you go. We're gonna see every couple of years another dude, Mohammed VI Academy. And it's only just gonna be better and better. Now there will be expectations on the men's team. You have to win. If the U23 are playing like this against Spain, Argentina, destroying Egypt might just start a diplomatic war over this because they lost 6-0. It is embarrassing for Egypt. I mean, it speaks volumes on when you have a project, stick to it. You're going to go through some bad. Morocco were not a great team when I was growing up. Early 2000s, obviously they made it to that one AFCON where they lost to Tunisia in the final. But after that, they didn't really do anything. It's only until they got to that World Cup in 2022 where everybody took note and said, they're actually building something really good here. And it's not that they have a bunch of guys who are 26, 27 who are born in Netherlands. No, it's a quite young team. And they all have a pride playing for the national team. Where we see, Nigeria, for example. They have a bunch of guys like Iwobi, these sort of players who are born in England. Then they get called up at 25, 26. Do they have the same pride playing for Nigeria? Maybe not. They don't have that same identity. But Morocco have that identity. And I mean, some other players like El Kanous, Amir Richardson, this guy, he's 6'5". I mean, he could easily play basketball. The dude is a monster in the midfield. Him plus El Kanous, that's the future. And I mean, you still got other players like Sofian Amrabat, Unahi, Saibari from PSV, who's a great player. Endless talent that this nation has. It only can scream to me that they are destined to do big things in international football. The number one thing, and I'll repeat it again, is to win the AFCON. Hopefully I will be in person in Morocco to cover the tournament. I would love to be there to first try out the food and also just to watch African football live in person. Been watching it for a long, long time. And 2 is, again, can you do a semifinal run at the World Cup? Why can't they? Why? Okay, we could talk about Regagi and him as a tactical manager and all that sort of stuff. But why can't they do it? They got the talent. The one thing, and as a neutral myself, is when I watch Moroccan football, it's entertaining, fast pace, individual skills galore. I just love this team where they're direct all the time, direct. We get the ball, we attack. Whereas other nations where they don't have the pedigree. Morocco don't have like a huge pedigree compared to a Ghana, Egypt, or other nations, but they don't fear anybody right now. They're a team that don't fear. I love that about them. They are ready to take that next step in international football. Will they do it? Time will tell. The number one step is winning the AFCON. But this U23 team at the Olympics was, for me, by far the most entertaining team. Spain were good. France were really relying on individual talent, which they, of course, have in themselves. But Morocco, the football they played, they destroyed the United States. They destroyed Egypt. A sensational team. Absolutely sensational. So Moroccans, let me know your thoughts. Are you super excited for the future? Not just for the men's team, the women's team, the U23. Every department of Moroccan football must be so exciting for a Moroccan right now. And let me know your thoughts. Is now the goal to win the AFCON at home? Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Remember to follow me on all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Join the Discord for more talk about Olympic football or all sorts of football around the world. Remember to join the Discord. Have a beautiful day. Stay safe in this crazy world. Till next time. Adios.